a way to get her without her knowing that I get it, that would be huge. So if you could tweet her somehow, that would be, I can't make that connection. My Facebook provided, oh, you think that did? Wait to, whoa! You think Facebook has got some stuff? Wait till you go to Parent Dome. There's more reference information than you could shake a stick at. Yeah, I just unplugged. No, I'm not okay. I've blocked her. I can't have her listen to my broadcast. So she followed me on Periscope, and when I found that out, I said, Christy, you're not allowed to follow me. You're not allowed. Because the stuff that you're going on in your life, and you know what I do, I can't have you listen to my broadcast. So I said it out of love. I tell many of my friends that they can't follow me. And for cause, they can't be that close to me knowing what I do and me not be upset for them not taking the advice that I give because they know me. And I said, it's better you just allow me to do what I do, and I let you do what you do, and don't connect to what I do for work. Don't even listen. That's to our benefit of our relationship. And if you want to be offended, I block my own father. My father can't listen to my stuff. I gotta go this way. Like my wife and that particular topic. I did not marry my wife on a condition of some reading on some digital device which expresses her gravitational force of pull. No, don't fall again. So that's not my condition. All right, I'm back. So you don't need to put a GPS tracker on me or anything, even though I have one right here, but do you know I'm anonymous?
You're not anonymous.
I am anonymous. Now, there's a way you do that. No, on here.
Oh wait, you're like, I don't know how you're triple starred where they can't, if someone calls, you're not here.
No, it's not that degree. It's different. It's a legal fiction because of what I do. My personal identity is masked, and I had to get a legal fiction so I can remain hidden from people that want to cause me harm. And people who want to cause me harm are all over the world. So the best way to do that is to put a legal defense in front of you that they don't know who you are. So you have an alias. That alias has been around since 1981. So that's when you said that about me. We know who you are, but we don't know who you are. I was going to say, you don't know who I am. So it's just a little side note. No, it's not fun. It's dangerous. It's dangerous because what happens is there are people. Well, what happens is you never know I'm giving a quick education here. You don't know the level of skills somebody has in technology to unmask you. That's been the big thing, being unmasked. And being unmasked is illegal and can be prison sentences, but you don't know what trigger which will allow an unmask to occur. And when an unmask occurs, the flood of evil comes. And people don't know what the evil is. And people die. There's many people that are looking for people like me. Have you ever heard of the website called Backpage? It was, Craigslist. Backpage was the Craigslist to the underground sex trafficking community, which is the epidemic in the United States. There's only one other country that has a higher sex trafficking problem than the US, and that's Thailand. So the guy that runs Backpage ran the website out in the Netherlands. I tracked him from the Netherlands, flying from the Netherlands to San Francisco to San Antonio, Texas, and had federal marshals pick him up in San Antonio. Me and 3 other people had the ability to track somebody who was anonymous, leave Netherlands, wind up in San Francisco, wind up in San Antonio, and he's in jail.
This back page is for sex trafficking.
Yeah, and many other things.
I just heard that Netflix especially just closed a few websites down in like Germany and stuff.
Philippines too,
Yeah.
Philippines. But that was more related to cryptocurrency. France has got a huge epidemic. Sad thing is, people don't understand that the internet is the supply side for providing access to get children to be trafficked. And we're coming on the biggest season of sex trafficking, which no parents know about. Back to school day. Back to school day, parents willingly take photos of their kids in a back to school uniform, getting on the school bus. So they're saying, this is where I live because the location setting's on. They're showing their house with the house number and the GPS where your street is. Show them a photo of the school bus they're getting on, so they see the school bus number, they see the clothing, they do a facial profile, and they see all this personal identifiable information of the kid. That information is now on Backpage. Here's a 9-year-old kid, 8-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid, female, rides this bus, goes to this school, gets off the bus here at 2:30 p.m. Parents aren't there to pick him up. You can have this kid for $10,000. Biggest area in the world for this happening is King of Prussia Mall. They grab the kid, take him to King of Prussia Mall. They can split in 4 different directions, and they're gone. Wind up in Houston inside of 2.5 days, and then they disappear. And you think it's on the news? Do you see an Amber Alert? That's the only way to get the news out. Occasionally you'll get an Amber Alert, but nobody follows Amber Alert. So that's what I do. This is the only guy out there trying to save kids when everybody else is trying to take them. That's my whole thing, and that's why I have to be anonymous, because people want me dead because they don't want me to stop getting access to the kids. That was my little elevator pitch. So I'll go on, continue being anonymous. All right. How'd I do? How'd I do? So I gave them a sound bite as to who's this guy walking around the hospital doing what he does. Yes, that's what I was doing, Jason. I was piercing consciences. Piercing conscience. Indeed. And that is guilty as charged, causing trouble to awaken the eyes of people. So I'm going to broadcast down because my battery's about to die. Jason, it's late. You should go to sleep. I should try to get some sleep. Human trafficking is probably the worst result, but the sextortion that happens inside that before that is even scarier, and that doesn't receive any attention whatsoever. And sextortion is totally a bigger epidemic. So get some sleep, Jason. I got to go get some food. I didn't get enough water. My voice is dried out. And I'm actually going to see if I can put my head down for a little bit. That'd be really cool. So I'm going to try it. I'm not tired, but I'm going to try it. Oh, it's everywhere. Third world countries, Philippines, Thailand. It's everywhere. France, Germany, Netherlands. It's everywhere. Impossible is for lack of trying. And it may be impossible to remove or eliminate, but it has a possibility of being diminished. The degree of it being diminished, one never knows. I just want to do my part to have it be diminished. Sleep is needed, yes. And I got the one taken out. This one was not in a good spot, so I had her take it out. It was not good, as it can get infected too. That's not good. I may not be very successful at Awakening World, but that's my hope. It's my hope. So, what is this nut house? This is the cancer ward, dude. It's a cancer ward. Uh-oh, dropped them again. Dropped them again. Is email better? Go to my Proton Mail. So here's my cancer tower, man. The lifeblood of saving my life. So, yes, my Proton Mail is technoevanguy@protonmail. And it works best if you have a Proton Mail account too. That way it can be encrypted and secured both ways in the communication. If you email my Proton Mail account from a Gmail account, it's not secure. Prying eyes can see it. But if you set up a free account on Proton Mail and email me from Proton Mail to Proton Mail, end-to-end encrypted, nobody can break in. Proton Mail is free. It's already tested the litigation test that a subpoena will not force them to unbreak the code. They're in a country where they have immunity and that they will not break that code. Already been tested, warrant doesn't work. It says, see you later, goodbye, you don't have jurisdiction, which is one of my favorite four-letter words, even though it's not four-letter words. Proof of jurisdiction. So if you aren't familiar with what that word is and the study on proof of jurisdiction, I highly encourage you to study on the proof of jurisdiction. It has something to do with the yellow fringe which fashions the flag in U.S. courthouses. And it's not pretty decorative flag. It's not pretty decorative fringe. You will not see the stars and bars flying in the air on a flagpole with gold fringe. But you will see it adorned, a mast, and a metal anchor inside of a courtroom. Why is that? Kim.com. Kim.com is familiar with jurisdiction. Kim.com has not been litigated over in our jurisdiction, but Kim.com is familiar with, universal truth. If you're going to search it, do it. Do not just go plain Google search. Do not do plain Google search. Get VPN, get protection. You need isolation before you go down that hole, because those words are powerful words, and it will ping you. It will ping you, because the further you're deep and you go in that study, you are being identified, and now you're being a civil disobedient that will be watched. And that's why I'm not telling you certain words. I will not say those words. So if you know how to achieve secrecy and privacy using your search and your browser and using VPN and other tools that are out there, go search away, and you'll get an incredible journey when you study proof of jurisdiction and what that yellow fringe on the flag means and what happens next. Unbelievable study. For someone like you, if you're a universal truth and you're trying to seek what's happening inside the legal system of the United States, yes, this is not something you're going to dial up to your local attorney and have a conversation with him and him understand it. He will say, yes, you have a point, you have a problem, but I'll never argue it. Why will you never argue it? Great question. I can't have that conversation with you. Like, what the heck? You mean the system is